Inspiring model and actress, 25-year-old Adela Shabani was born and raised in Macedonia. From a young age, she dreamed of becoming a star. After graduating from school, she moved to France, where she received higher education at the Paris University of Management. During her studies in Paris, Adela made at least one trip to America. In a photograph from 2012, she posed for a photo shoot at a Las Vegas nightclub. In 2014, after graduating from university, Adela moved to Dubai, where she got a job at a jewelry store. However, she always dreamed of making it big in Los Angeles, the city where talented people come to achieve their dreams of becoming world stars. On her Facebook page, Adela posed next to a giant poster depicting a starry sky, captioning the photo, "I'm going to become a completely different star." Adela rented a small, cozy apartment and made a global rearrangement in her life. Her home was always filled with fresh flowers in a vase, and the walls were covered with posters of stars. She listened to Drake and Beyoncé, and her favorite actor was Leonardo DiCaprio, with whom she dreamed of acting in a movie. In 2016, Adela enrolled at the prestigious Stella Adler Acting School. Petite, blue-eyed, and blonde, the beautiful Adela Shabani looked every bit the starlet. In 2017, she was offered a role in a short action film called All or Nothing. She happily agreed and did an excellent job in the role of a waitress. Shortly after filming, Adela received another job offer, this time for a cameo role in a comedy called Stuck in the 80s, where she played a teenage hippie. Everyone knew her as a decent, responsible girl who never missed classes without a good reason. However, on February 26, 2018, when Adela failed to show up for school and stopped answering calls, her friends became worried and called the police to request a welfare check on her apartment. Friends mentioned that Adela spent almost all her time on social media. She never let go of her phone and would often correspond with several people at once. However, starting on Friday, February 23rd, she hadn't posted on social media, and by Monday, February 26th, she had not shown up for class despite an important lesson in which the teacher assigned main roles. The police quickly responded to the call and visited Adela's apartment that same day. The door was unlocked, and the rooms appeared in order. They found an open, working laptop, and everything seemed as though she had left her apartment for a long time, planning to return soon. The police reviewed the CCTV footage from the apartment building and discovered that on Friday, February 23rd, Adela was seen riding in the elevator around noon. She wore a baseball cap and had 2 suitcases with her. A man accompanied her in the elevator. Her friends recognized him as 33-year-old Christopher Spots, with whom Adela had been having an affair. He was also wearing a baseball cap that concealed his face. Christopher arrived at Adela's apartment at 12:48 p.m. At 12:50 p.m., they rode the elevator together. After that, Adela's phone was turned off. The last text message she sent to a friend after leaving the elevator was asking where she could buy red candles. Adela and Christopher had met at the Stella Adler Acting School, but none of their teachers or classmates knew they were in a serious relationship. The couple kept their relationship a secret, and those around them thought they were just friends. The police found Christopher and questioned him. He confirmed that he had been with Adela on Friday, February 23rd, and that he had taken her from her apartment. They were heading to his father's house in Northern California, but on the way, they got into an argument, and he kicked her out of his car in the Santa Clarita area, about 40 kilometers from her home. He never saw her again and did not contact her. Christopher stated that he don't know anything about Adela's disappearance. The police began gathering information about Christopher Spots' life. It is known that he was born in Colorado in 1984, and his parents divorced when he was young. He had 3 brothers and a sister. His mother, Jade, remarried in 2017. She ran for a seat on the local city council, while her and her new husband's focus was on social activities, which they considered their life's purpose. Chris's biological father lived in a small village in Northern California. Chris Spots studied psychology at the University of Colorado, graduating in 2009. He moved to Los Angeles to pursue his dream of becoming an actor. Chris had a YouTube account where he uploaded acting performances. Between 2014 and 2018, he participated in the filming of 4 short films and 1 documentary, though none of his roles were significant. Though Chris was not particularly tall, he had a good physique. He enjoyed martial arts, volleyball, and yoga. He began dating Adela Shabani in September 2017 after a joint rehearsal of a Shakespeare scene. Adela thought Chris was a promising actor, and the two fell in love. At the time, Chris was also dating another woman, a nurse named Mary Elmologist, who lived and worked in Los Angeles. She had no idea about Chris's affair with Adela. After Adela's disappearance and Chris's interrogation, he and Mary got into a Toyota Tacoma and left Los Angeles on March 1st, heading to Colorado to visit Chris's mother and stepfather. Meanwhile, the search for Adela intensified. Shabani's mother flew from Macedonia to Los Angeles, and volunteers plastered the streets of Hollywood with missing person flyers, offering a $25,000 reward. The investigation led the police to a lake in the Woods Preserve in Nicholas, California, on March 10th, where dozens of volunteers searched the area, but found nothing. On March 16th, Adela would have turned 26, but none of her loved ones knew where she was or who was responsible for her disappearance. When the police could not verify Christopher Spots' alibi, they began to suspect he was hiding something. On March 22nd, the police spotted Chris's Toyota Tacoma in San Bernardino, California. When they signaled for him to stop, he sped away, triggering a car chase that lasted almost 100 kilometers. Finally, the police caught up with him, but as they tried to force him out of the car, Chris pulled out a gun and shot himself in the head, dying instantly. It was later revealed that Chris was not alone in the car when he died. The identity of the second passenger has not been officially disclosed, and the police were unable to question them further. However, just 5 days later on March 27th, using Christopher's mobile phone data and tracking his car's movements, the police located Adela's body. It was found in a shallow grave near a stream in the Sierra Nevada mountains of Northern California, hundreds of kilometers from her Hollywood apartment. She was identified the next day by her tattoos and dental records. The cause of death was determined to be a blow to the head with a blunt object. Investigators learned that the relationship between Adela and Chris was unstable. The couple had frequent arguments, and by the end of December 2017 they had broken up. However, they reconciled in January 2018, and Adela even began planning a wedding. 6 weeks before her disappearance, Christopher posted a dramatic monologue on YouTube, which seemed like a confession of murder. In it, he said, "If I took a gun and killed you, my life would be given back to me." In early February 2018, just weeks before her disappearance, Chris and Adela decided to move in together and rented a 2-bedroom apartment. Adela even confided in a close friend that she might be pregnant with Chris's child, though she hadn't yet seen a doctor. In the days leading up to Adela's disappearance, tensions between the couple grew. On Valentine's Day, they had a quarrel, and Chris reportedly tried to strangle Adela. After losing consciousness, she woke up in her bed, and her phone was missing. She tracked the phone to Chris's house, where he claimed she had passed out at the restaurant due to drinking too much. However, Adela later confided in her ex-boyfriend about the incident. The couple continued to argue about Chris's ongoing relationship with Mary. On the evening of February 21st, Chris told Adela that his uncle had passed away from a heart attack. After saying goodbye to him, Adela's phone disappeared again, and she went home to write a post about it on social media. The night before her disappearance seemed uneventful. Adela spent time with friends, and when one suggested they go to Mexico, she declined, mentioning Chris's uncle's death and the need to attend the funeral that weekend. However, Chris's biological father later confirmed that Chris's uncle was alive and well. Chris's father also revealed that on February 23rd, Chris visited him, and though they had a heated argument, nothing seemed out of the ordinary. Chris then left and spent the night in a hotel. On February 25th, Chris told a friend that he had last seen Adela on February 23rd when they had a fight and he kicked her out of his car. He said she told him she never wanted to see him again. The case was closed, and Christopher Spotts was found guilty of Adela Shabani's murder. Shabani's family still had many unanswered questions about how and why their daughter died, and most likely, they will never receive those answers. Share your thoughts about this story in the comments and don't forget to like this video. Thanks for watching.